Grand Rising family, this is your girl, Empress Goddess, the Georgia Peach with the sweet meat. I hope you're well. Today, we're going to listen to my girl, Christina, at Sassy Scorpion Tarot. If you like the way she reads, her link is in the description box below. This is the Capricorn Intimate Tarot reading with my girl, Christina, at Sassy Scorpio.
Reading. The reading is good for the next several months. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. If you're new to my channel, you'd like to know why I read intimate tarot, specifically sexual energy, it'll be listed in the description box, yeah? These are considered bonus videos, so I rotate them about every 3 months or so, and they are cornerstone intimate tarot is to this channel. I'm proud to provide them. However, that being said, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. No big deal. I'll catch you in a couple of weeks. If you are someone who is not comfortable with the idea of sexual energy, sexual expression, with you as a person or within the context of your relationship, again, I want you to value your own time and don't watch something that you don't care for. All right? That's true with any tarot. There you go. So take what resonates, leave it as not, and reverse energies as it applies, yes? And for those of you who stick around, we'll see what we can see, and you let me know if it resonates with you or not. What's going on, please, for that Capricorn? Sexual energy. Show me that Capricorn sexual energy, please. What's going on for Capricorn? We're going to look at the next several months for you. Show me Capricorn, please. Recent past, the Empress, that's lovely. Current, Page of Wands, crossing, Ace of Cups. Don't quite know what happened there, but you walked away from something. The one who's surrounding. Nine of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. There's a new incoming energy for you. Okay. I don't quite know what's going on for you, the Empress. I do know in your past sexual energy, it was very resplendent, which is always a gorgeous energy, the Empress is. Okay. In terms of sexual energy, it's tops. It really is. She honestly is. The Empress is. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is someone whom we identify as being extremely productive. So in the sexual energy, that means someone who is loving, giving, unconditional, someone who knows their body very well and is very comfortable with their body, therefore their sexual expression. Okay, so when you are connected with somebody in that way, Capricorn, you really do give the best of yourself, and it is very strong and it's very instinctual. All right, and it's all encompassing too. That Empress energy is very wholesome, it's very cohesive. So that sexual energy is going to come from a place that says, I give my all, I give my everything, and it's unconditional. Again, the Empress is unconditional love. So long as she understood that she is loved, she can give all the best parts of herself. So this is someone who is very much comfortable with their body and how they express it, both in the physical world and in the sexual world. You better believe it. It's highly productive sexual energy, and it's loving and it's graceful. It's wholesome, it's completed, it's healing, it's all that. It's gorgeous. Okay. So I can see where you were in terms of your sexual expression. You were very comfortable, I believe, with something or somebody. We fast forward a little bit. Your current energy is the opposite of that. Page of Wands. It went from everything to a little beep. And I immediately want to know why. Your energy already answered the question. Eight of Cups. Where you found your Empress energy, your sexual energy towards someone no longer is. Eight of Cups, you walked away from it. You reduced your energy from everything to nothing. Okay? Page of Wands is perfectly fine when you're introducing yourself in terms of your sexual expression. Hi, this is me. I noticed you. Want to know if I get your number? That kind of thing. It is really introductory energy that's a little excited, a little nervous, a little bit of inquiry. So we went from, oh, I know what's up. I know my body. I know what I like. I know what you like. I can make it happen. Okay. To Page of Wands. Dialed it backwards to 0. Or rather, I should say 1. And then I see why. Eight of Cups, you've emotionally disentangled yourself from someone whom you used to give your all to. That's the translation. It's looking like you have at least bare minimum walked away from someone whom you used to feel terribly, terribly comfortable with. And you gave the best of yourself with not just your sexual energy, but your whole personhood. Who, again, that's the Empress, her whole person. Now, I have someone around you, and I don't know where they are in your life yet. Wheel of Fortune. They may not have come in for you yet, but there's someone coming. Nine of Pentacles, someone who is single, independent, has a very strong sense of individuation. The Nine of Pentacles, as we know, and I say it all the time, is one of my top favorites in tarot, because Nine of Pentacles, if we keep on in that way, leads to the Empress energy if it's enhanced. So the Nine of Pentacles has all the potential in the world. Someone who can cultivate their own garden, someone who is terribly comfortable with what they're able to do and their abilities. They know how to grow things. They know how to navigate life. They know how to use their skills, which makes them independent. They can stand on their own 2 feet. Okay, they can earn their own income, and they can be chill in the garden of their own making because they know what they can do, because they designed the damn garden, right? That's the whole idea of the Nine of Pentacles. It's beautiful energy. And there's someone who is under that person's energy is incoming. It may not have presented itself yet. Okay, so we got a little backstory here and a little forward story too. You're struggling. The Nine of Swords, Tower, Justice. You will experience transformation. While I know things might seem unsteady for you now and kind of scary now and worrisome now with the Nine of Swords. Okay. You will experience radical transformation, the Tower, incoming, most likely energy, and Justice. You're going to understand the way things worked out the way they did for a reason. Okay? Your strengths. Death. Your sexual strengths. A couple ways I can interpret that. 1, you know how to finish what you start. Sexually speaking. Le petit morte, the little death. Orgasm. Congratulations. Not everybody possesses that skill. And I mean that literally, all jokes aside, honey. There's some people who just aren't equipped with that kind of energy or knowledge or know-how that says, oh, I know how to finish what I start, thank you. And so if you are coming from the Empress energy, no doubt, death could be your strength. Oh, yeah. I know how to finish what I start, thank you. And for others of you, the ending of this connection has kind of put your sexual energy in a place that feels like it's stopped, or it's transforming, or it's just no-go right now. We'll see why. Obstacles, 5 of Cups, that's why. Pain. Yeah, still some pain in you. Just because you walked away from something doesn't mean you're not carrying around some cups, honey. That's normal. You can't quite feel the strengths of yourself. Compared to where you're coming from, yeah. I can see why you feel like you don't have any strengths right now, sexually or otherwise. Just because you walked away from something doesn't mean that you were ready for it or that you've fully come to terms with it. We all have residual stuff, honey. That's what 5 of Cups is. I don't know how you can be alive and not have that. I just don't. You still have some pain in you that has not allowed you to move your energy forward yet. And I can see where it's coming from. And it's not like you can just snap back into that Empress energy overnight. Right? That would be a hell of a thing. Yeah, you got some radical transformation coming your way, but Justice is correct. 6 of Swords, you will move on. You will move on. Trust the process. I don't quite know when this will introduce itself, okay? And if you will be in a place where you can accept it, but we shall see. Right now, you are going through a radical transformation. It looks like there is endings here, separations, emotional loss, and therefore I'm saying a lack of sexual activity. Okay, I'm going to see what's going on here. I'm going to start with the Empress. All right. Excuse me. Of course, you recognize this. I call it Big Red. This is the Tarot deck of Sexual Magic. Show me the Empress, please. 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 I don't know why I care about the tidiness. You know the big pile of mess of cards I make. King of Pentacles, that's you. Ten of Cups, my goodness. My goodness. Your sexual energy, your emotional energy was incredibly balanced in the past. It was gorgeous. Beautiful. You really knew yourself. You really knew yourself and had a great deal of confidence in your physical energy. Okay, some of you associate yourselves as being quite strong, actually. That's coming across very heavily. I feel like be you a male or female, you were somebody who took a lot of pride in your physical aptitudes. Okay. You might have gone, I don't know why I'm getting this. I just keep seeing somebody work out lifting weights over and over again. I just keep seeing it. And it's in public. There's other people. So I'm connecting it to Jim. I don't know why. I just report, honey. I just report. It's the difference between having intuition and reading cards. I do both. And what it's like I say this a lot so people might understand. It's like being in a dark tunnel, and every now and again a flashlight turns on and I see something. That doesn't mean I have the full context of it. I get a little flash. I got a little flash of a Capricorn just going like this, like a Bowflex, like this possibly, or it's the motion of the weights over and over again. Like your back is ripped. I keep seeing it over and over again. It's so strong. It's like I can touch it. It's almost like it's my memory. And that's how strong it is. So I'm looking at a Capricorn. You really identified as someone who had a great deal of physical aptitude, physical strengths, like a lot. You might even been referred to as a gym rat. Yeah. And please don't mind my laughing, dear God. People get so upset when I laugh. Real person, real life. Real tarot, real life. I also have a sense of humor, and I always try to inject some levity when I can. Okay? That's part of who I am, so please don't be offended by my laughing. Okay? I had somebody crying emojis in Aquarius' video the other day. You're laughing, I'm dying in pain. And I'm like, you're taking this in a weird space, so please don't take it to a weird space. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, I see a Capricorn here that you were well developed in your physical energy, even if you weren't even if you don't identify with weight training, you did something, you were very proud of your body, very proud. Okay. And I'm not saying that was the 100% basis of your sexual energy, but it was kind of like what it's coming across to me, Capricorn, is that when you were in physical form, you were in the prime of a Ten of Cups relationship. Everything just feels on point. Your physical energy, your emotional energy, and your sexual energy. It was like the trifecta. So the King of Pentacles here, as I say all the time, of course, they are all about, the King, Queen of Pentacles is self-love, self-nurturing, self-care, and that includes your sexual energy. That means by alone on that premise, you were very comfortable with your body. You trained it, you disciplined it, you knew who you were in terms of sexual confidence, your emotionality was on point, and this is true if you're a cross watcher, you're not familiar with the earth energy. When the physical world is correct, for the earth signs, their emotionality reflects it. Okay? So the more positive their physical world, the more positive their emotional and sexual world too. Okay? So I'm seeing the trifecta of your energy. It's on point. It was glorious and it was gorgeous. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm trying to understand your background now because I can see separation from these concepts. I want to get you back here. And I think you want to be back here too. You have transformation coming up. You have an incoming energy. Let's see what you do with it. Because I see something happen. Okay? And it's already on your downline. Where you were and what it feels like you have. Everything, nothing. So that earth energy is no joke. You put a lot of yourself into your physical world. Okay? As a water sign, it's the opposite. The more I can strongly feel about something, the more I can create it in my physical world. See what I'm saying? For you, it's the other way around. Okay. Page of Wands. Hell of a comparison. Everything, and we dial back that. So I don't know who walked away from who. I don't know. I don't. I just want to get you back to this place, not necessarily with that person. You understand? I don't care about who said what. I might see that. I don't know. Tarot is often unpredictable. Spirit's going to show me what they think is the most imperative thing for you to understand. Okay. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands. I haven't gotten specifics for you in a long time, have I? Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, there you are. You want to get back to it too. You do. You do. It really feels like you got knocked all the way back. And you want to get back to a space of a solid offer. Ace of Pentacles, still being in that Queen of Pentacles energy with the Lovers here. You want the full thing again too. You do. But now it's being expressed on a page and there's 8 of Cups crossing this. Show me that 8 of Cups, please. You are interested, let's make this clear, in a strong new offer and a strong new connection. One that puts you back into that state of grace energy. King and Queen of Pentacles, right? 8 of Cups here. Show me this 8 of Cups, please. It's beautiful energy. You want it to be resplendent again. You want it to be whole and connected again. You want a strong union again. I understand that, but here's the ending right there. Boom. I don't know who did it. I don't care. I don't know who said what. I don't know who did what. I don't care. This is about you. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead and sit there and scream at me. Yes, it does. They walked away. They picked up everything. They messed up. I had everything. Okay. That's not true. Of course it's true. But if it's no longer yours, it's no longer yours. My interest is getting you back into a good space. I can't do that for you. I can give you the information as much as I can. And it's up to you to do with it after that. Yes. You very much want to, but cannot. You got knocked all the way backwards. You went from a 10 back to a 1. Okay? In terms of energetic expression. So, on your baseline, your current energy, a radical change from where you were. And you would still hope for it, as you said. You still hope for that, but something even better and stronger and more than it was, perhaps. Right? We're not ready to go beyond a page yet. You want to? I see your want, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers. I must admit, it's a couple steps up even from this. And this was already glorious to begin with. You heard me. This is just as beautiful, has just as much value. Right? But it's a page now. You're having to open back up to it. And I know you want to. But you're getting through this. 8 of Cups to the 10 of Swords. So again, who operated the ending? Who did it? Who said it? I don't know. I just want to get you back to what you want. So I don't want to focus on this. I know it was painful. And I'm sorry if you experienced loss to this magnitude. And you can get back to this so long as you believe that you can. I know you have a strong reference point, so I know you know it's achievable. And if you did it once, Capricorn, you can do it again. Just with someone else. And you know that. You know that. It's right here. I see you looking at it. And Ace of Pentacles, a Lover. It's like, you know what? I had this. I could have even more. Next time it'll be even stronger. Right? Which is very much your mentality. It's one of your pros. Okay? We can build it bigger and better than it was. Just not necessarily with this person. Right? And there is an opportunity here. There seems to be some incoming energy for you. 9 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know that it's introduced itself yet. Okay? But something's coming. Show me that 9 of Pentacles, please. Show me that 9 of Pentacles, please. And if you are dealing with a fellow earth sign back here, you need to figure out who's who. Okay? Because that earth energy is so immersive, and it is, you really have to figure out who's who. All right? So if you're dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you got to tease out who's who. Because someone here was greatly satisfied, the other person wasn't. Okay. Moving on. Nine of Pentacles, the Magician. Two of Pentacles. Manifestation, Queen of Wands. Yes. There's some incoming energy for you. They seem to be resonating with your energy, or they will be soon. There's some confusion about their entry. Let's take a look at that. The Wheel of Fortune. They have very strong fire aspects attached to them. They are very attractive. That's all I know. This person's very attractive. They probably believe heavily also in the spiritual arts. And by spiritual arts, I mean stuff like this. They have that energy attached to them. Or their arrival is simply a matter of divine timing. Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. That's kind of divine timing stuff. All I'm missing is judgment. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if Spirit will humor me and we can narrow that down a little bit. I hate the vague stuff, honey. You know I do, but sometimes that's just how life is. Real tarot, real life. Switch to the motto, honey, and it's going on my t-shirts. More on that later. Wheel of Fortune. Show me the Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. The confusion element, I can't say I'm surprised. I know that this person has a great deal of attraction attached to their energy, as well as a strong sense of independence. They might have some very strong Aries, Leo, Sag in their energy, as well as just someone who is very attractive and very independent. They got a little fire attached to them. King of Swords, determination, the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Wands. They have not come in yet. They have not come in yet. Not just yet. Not just yet. You have some more exiting energy. I don't believe this person's available in your world just yet. They haven't come in yet. I don't think so. It is a matter of time. I see that. The King of Swords, the determination, the Wheel of Fortune. We haven't completely spun in this person's direction yet. We still have some closing out to do. I got some decade difficult energy that has not allowed this to come in just yet. So it is kind of a divine timing thing. Just please know that there is something here. And it could be that you do know this person, but you won't make advances to them until you know your energy is more clear. That could be it as well. Someone who meets those qualifications, the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay? Perhaps in your estimation, the timing is not right if you do know who this person is. I don't know. Some of you are exiting Libra. Some of you might be entering Libra. No pun intended. Okay. Let's keep on. I'll get back to this. I don't think I'm quite done with it unless, of course, I see their energy again. Nine of Swords. Yes, the pain, the confusion, the Tower, radical transformation, justice. There's something here you're learning, even if you're learning the hard way, that this was a transition that was necessary. Okay. Show me this Nine of Swords, please. Show me this Nine of Swords. Your sexual energy is not being expressed at this time, and that's one of the things that kind of stresses you out because you feel that it should be there, but you can't quite feel it. And I have to insist, it's because a great deal of your actual confidence has been hurt. You know? Your physical world was so strong to you, and thus your emotional world was too. So you're missing one, you're missing the other. That's what I'm saying. Nine of Swords, it's kind of like, what happened? What happened? What happened? I was so confident in myself and what I had and everything I was about. Show me that Nine of Swords, please. Show me that Nine of Swords. You wonder if your game's off. Can you do this again? Can you open yourself up that way again? Are you able to put yourself out there sexually or otherwise? Nine of Swords. The Lovers, you want to. The Fool, you very much desire to. Okay, so your sexual energy is trying to wake up, honey. It's kind of hard to hear it through all the noise, the sound and the fury that is the Nine of Swords. Ugh. And that is sound and fury, you know. And it is here. So you kind of do know who this person is, don't you? I say, if the universe hasn't introduced them to you yet, or the timing's not right. The Lovers is here twice. I see you over here. Contemplation, I can have this again, but even better. But I'm still dealing with a ton of pain. Okay? But it could be. Right? Now I have a Lovers over here with the Fool. So it's looking less hypothetical and more like possible. You want to open up to this. So perhaps then you do know who that is. The Fool, the Lovers, ready to open up on a new journey. Does it stress you out? Yes, it does. It's hard to start over. But your sexual energy that you are feeling here is also spiritually linked. These two are both very spiritual cards. The Fool cannot begin his journey without a spiritual belief that he'll be okay, fundamentally that he'll be all right. And the Lovers is a divine union. So often when I do intimate tarot, I want people to see how their sexuality is in fact tied to their spirituality, because it's part of their personhood. That's why I do these. I see it all the time. A lot of people have no idea. They just think sex is somehow separated from who they are. In fact, it's a big part of who they are. Is it 100%? Of course it fucking isn't. You're a whole human being. But that doesn't mean we should neglect these energies either. Like I said, the more you know. Your spiritual and sexual energy is ready to open up to a new adventure. You're finding it stressful because it comes from pain. So yeah, there's some trepidation here. And yet, I have to insist the bigger part of you wants to wake up. I'm seeing the Capricorn mentality at its finest. This is where I'm coming from. I could do it again, but even better. Watch me. Not yet. I'm still in pain. There might be a potential over here, but I don't know I'm ready for it. But I know that they're there. First, I wasn't quite sure. You might know who they are, but you're not allowing it yet. That's going to start to shift. Could still be introductory. But given now that the Lovers is so sharp in your focus and that your energy has started to spike relatively soon here in the fall, it's not so incidental then. Your sexual energy is waking back up, and I have to point out, this is often the first indicators to us as human beings that it's time to move forward. It's not the only marker. If I'm being honest with you, a lot of people develop feelings first and sexuality later. And that can have a lot of pitfalls. Okay? That's why fire is a good instinct, as opposed to putting your waters forward first. Okay? It's much more egregious to become emotionally attached first. So I like your call. I like that you're trying to heed the call. Okay? We still have some transformational energy here. You're not just trying to put your cups out there, I believe, but you do want to honor your spirit. And you do want to honor this sense of higher connectivity, which you were already convinced you could re-enter back here. Just not yet. I like your spirit. I am seeing that Capricorn spirit. I remember what I had. I'm devastated. I can get back there, but even better, I can and I will. And that's very much your spirit talking. Okay. So I hope you heed that. The Tower. Show me this, please. Show me this Tower, please. FYI, if it stresses you out that you understand your person has moved on, it's not your business. That's for some of you. That's for some of you, not all of you. I'm concentrating on you. But for some of you, yes. You're watching a person move on while you're having a hard time with it and it stresses you out. It's not your business. Not anymore. They do what they do. You need to do what you need to do. Show me the tower, please. Show me the tower, please. Dead center reading. Stars. Radical transformation of your desires in 6 of Cups. Good. 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 There's something in you that recognizes a spiritual connection that may not have been there in the past. You were very, very comfortable with it, and you were very, very happy with it. But there's something there about the spiritual union you're waking up to that says this is why it could be stronger. I could meet someone who's more like me. I agree. I like that. I do. Because now you're showing me heavy aspects of spirituality. Where over here you were very, very pleased. Very much at home, very pleased. But it's interesting, that little Page of Wands, so unassuming, so little Capricorn. I said I could do it again, but better. I want to know what your version of better is, and you keep coming back to the spirituality. The stars, the lovers twice, the fool. You have this kind of radicalization of energy that a spirit bond or a soul bond is the thing. That you desire very much connectivity at the soul level, as opposed to, I'm just really happy in my relationship. There's something there. It's like you said, I want a soul bond to the universe, and you're trying to open up to it. Show me justice. There's something here, or rather, I should say there's someone here. The energy's not incidental. I don't know if it's this person. Show me justice, please. Show me justice, please. Show me justice. Yeah, the High Priestess. 5 of Cups. 3 of Swords. You understand and that you need to do right by you, and you need to get in touch with your intuition in order to heal your pain. You've got 5 of Cups twice, okay? So you have, despite your lovely, strong inclination, Capricorn, a stronger union, one that's more spiritually based and in values that you could understand, in a way that has a stronger pull to you, okay? Something that you can connect with on a deeper level. You very much desire that, okay? But you need to do right by you. And listening to yourself and your intuition to overcome the pain and the disappointments, for there are many. You need to balance with yourself first. You are being pulled in a particular direction. I see it. You feel it. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't see you rejecting this energy. I don't. I don't see you rejecting this energy. I see you trying to come to terms with it, how strong it is, why it pulls you. Is this what you want? Trying to open yourself up to it because, you know, once bitten, twice shy, that kind of thing. Trust the process. Because your dead center reading suggests there's something, or rather someone here, that can open you up into the kind of connectivity that you value, or you have learned to value, right? Something that's more bonded, something that's more personal and speaks to you emotionally, sexually, and spiritually. It's deep, it's loving, it's more felt than spoken. Which, yes, death, please. Show me death, please. Some of you might be going through a celibacy period as well. I forgot to mention. Normal. Especially if you have Scorpio in your chart. That's very common for Scorpio to do. They don't just jump cups, as I often say. I often go through a celibacy period between major relationships. Okay. And some of you, yes, you might be going through a celibacy period. Absolutely. And you consider that a strength, and in which case I agree with you. It's always good. It's kind of like a refresher of your spiritual and sexual energy. I can't emphasize that enough. Not enough people are in tune with those concepts, and it drives me crazy. Again, another reason why I do this. I repeat myself. I understand that. It's not just for my benefit, honey. There will be people who refuse to hear me, no matter how many times I say it. But yeah, it's when we go into a place of celibacy, okay, with our sexual energy, it says I'm kind of recommanding my energy, putting it back into myself and only myself. I'm not interested in expressing it because there are things I need to understand about me, what I'm doing, my drives, my motivations. I'm conserving all of my energy, even including my sexual energy. Okay. And this is a really excellent way to refresh our spiritual selves by giving to no one in that way. It's not meant to be selfish. It's meant to be a learning thing. It's literally a transformation of your energy. Okay. When you can withhold it, reserve it, conserve it, it's not out of spite or meanness. It's simply, I need to withhold the best to myself for a while. Okay, and that way, when I'm ready, I know I'm ready. So yeah, there's a very good chance you identify as a Capricorn who's going through a celibacy period. And that's why you consider it a strength, Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups, it's not that you don't have the feeling, honey. They're there, okay? And in time, you will move in accordance to your feelings. It's not yet. You seem to know this. That's good. Good job. I mean that. You have to know these things about yourself. You have to trust your intuition, and so you are. I see you, and I see it. There's something here in your sphere that kind of calls to you and beckons you. You try to engage in it because it does seem to be coming or presenting itself in its form of spiritual first. Now, don't get me wrong. This person is very attractive. But that's not why you're engaging in it. In fact, I don't see you engaging with them sexually at all. It's like you're trying to connect with them spiritually before anything else. And I respect that. Okay? Because that's what you want. And it does seem to be what you're achieving. So I can see why you're withholding your physical energy, right? You don't want to confuse your sexual energy with, emotional happiness. It's like you want to be spiritually connected to someone first. And again, I respect that. This is one of the more complicated ones for you. It really is. Typically, I praise your sign because yours tends to be so very efficient, which again, I cannot begin to tell you how much I appreciate. I have to do the water next. Do you know how hard it is to read water signs and sexual energy? Because we put our feeling into everything. And so I have to tease out the feeling versus the reality versus the blah blah blah. So with Capricorn, it's typically, this is what's going on, this is what's going on, this is what's going on. You already know what's up. I'll see you in a couple weeks, right? So this one is much more complex in terms of your emotional experiences and the layers behind it, what you're learning. Why? It's like I'm learning with you, honey, because I typically don't see this kind of stuff for you. It's like I'm learning with you. It's so exploratory. And it's so invested in the right ways. And I understand that you're coming from a place of tragedy and sadness. But that's what I'm saying. You're learning in all the right ways, in all the critical areas. And I know it's frustrating, and this is not going to be an overnight thing, but also I don't see the pressure of time on you either. So don't pressure yourself. That's what I'm saying. If this is where you are, where you are connecting somebody through your spiritual existence, but not necessarily through your sexual energy, okay, then you're doing a good job of it. And you're kind of like, I'll let that side out of me when it's time. And also, I kind of trust myself to know when it's time. Right now, it's not that time. Now is not that time. I still have pain in me and I damn well know it. Justice. I need to do right by me. Listen to my intuition. Okay? I'm going to develop my connections spiritually first, emotionally first. All right? I understand your process and that. There you go. If that works for you, and it seems like it is, then the universe is trying to answer you. So that would kind of explain this. I have someone over here that meets these qualifications. Independent, fierce, unapologetic, fiery, hot, Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, Ten of Wands. It's not time. I'm not ready. It's not time, or they have not been introduced to you right now. I'm leaning towards it's not time for you. Death is under your strengths. You consider it a strength to not engage sexually. I respect that. But you're also telling me with the two most active nights here, I know when to be. Or when I feel more comfortable, or I feel like I can be more vulnerable with the Knight of Cups, because Knight of Cups is vulnerability. You can literally see it, and it's one of the reasons why I like the Knight of Cups in this deck so much, is that it's literally the emotional discovery process, and it does require a certain level of vulnerability and feeling naked and being discovered. It's a hard thing to discover someone emotionally, especially if you don't feel ready. And you want it to feel like a good process of being romantic and open and lovely. And not, oh, this person's coming for me and my secrets and my feelings, right? You don't want to feel attacked. You want it to be correct. So it's kind of like when I know I can be vulnerable in that way, I'll know what to do. Until then, I'm not physically engaging. You are emotionally engaging with somebody. And it feels good. Your obstacles is that you understand, as in back here, the Five of Cups now here twice, that you have work to do. And I agree with you. You do have work to do. It's under your obstacles, but I'll give you this. It's a known obstacle. I'd rather it be an obstacle you know than one that you don't. Okay? Show me this Five of Cups, please. The sadness. Show me this Five of Cups, please. I wonder if I dare be so bold as to label your video celibate. Good God, how many thumbs down will that get?
Not celibate.
Hey, you'd be surprised.
You got right.
Maybe you've done it yourself. How many people will thumbs down a video just because the title alone pisses them off, or it's too vague, or it doesn't make sense? It is just people get so... It's not immediately obvious what this is about. And I can just see that pissing somebody off, the celibate Capricorn. I can just see that pissing somebody off somewhere. Could be your cross watchers too. Justice, there it is again. Twice for you. It's the eternal knowledge. Okay, you want your next Two of Cups to be correct. Justified, correct, balanced. And you still have some cleanup work to do with that Five of Cups. Yet I maintain, it says Capricorn, you're doing exactly that. It is happening. The cleanup is happening. Your lessons are being learned. You're understanding how to better balance with yourself in terms of what it is you want to experience first. Okay, and then the physical world will catch up with you. So again, with that earth energy, when your physical world is on point, your emotions are on point. There's something about that you don't want that to be a reflection in your next go around. Okay, you want the spiritual connection first. It's interesting. I like that. But the Five of Cups, Two of Cups, Justice, and the obstacles. We still have, yes. You know it. You're aware of it. You want your next Two of Cups to be correct. Hence why I saw it back here with Justice already. The Five of Cups, the cleanup process has begun and continues on. It resumes. Okay? Again, I'd rather it be the obstacle you know than the one that you don't. FYI, since Libra's power card has shown up several times, particularly in the obstacles position, I am required to report that the exiting energy might have been Libra. Doesn't have to be. But it's just because it's there, I want you to know. And then we also have possibly future influences of Aquarius, Gemini, possibly Scorpio. Yeah, Gemini's here twice. Earth, fellow Earth energy, as I've already pointed out. Okay. Okay, Six of Swords, moving on. I hope so. I do. I hope so. You seem to be aware of what's going on. Six Six of Swords, moving away from and or moving forward and into calmer waters. Show me the Six of Swords, please. Now, mind you, this is good for the next several months. It's not conclusive. It's not meant to be. Real tarot is timeless. Two of Swords, Six of Swords, you're still resolved. There's confusion here. You don't know everything, but your intuition is still telling you to move forward correct. Okay? It's kind of Emperor. You're insisting upon it. You might have some very strong areas in your chart. You are moving forward and getting on with your life. And you are going to continue in this kind of steady development pattern for a while.
Thanks.
I see you connecting. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass and say, hey, Capricorn, guess what? This really tragic ending occurred. And then next month you're going to get married. What the fuck? No, we don't do that. What I'm giving you is realistic feedback here about the process that you can expect over the next several months. But keep that in mind. Tarot doesn't dictate action. You do. You can change the pace of things anytime of your choosing. You can choose a completely different alternative. You can choose to cling and hold on to this. I don't recommend that. And I don't see it. You haven't shown me the Four of Pentacles once. Good. Okay, I have not seen fluctuating in and out energy for you. You understand that this thing is over. Okay? Some of you are going to be tempted to check in on your person. They see how they move on and it stresses you out. Please don't do that. That's a small portion of you. The others of you, you have an energy that will be made available to you, or you know is, and you choose not to engage in it on the physical level. It's kind of like friends first. Not friends. I don't see the Three of Pentacles. What I mean is bond first. That's what I mean. You want the bond first. The hopes and the desires. And someone who, I can see that you know what it's like to have a strong physical world. One you took so much pride and strength in. And it's like, I've done that, I've had that, and now I want the bond. I want a real spiritual bond. Because I feel like if this person was my true spiritual bond, it doesn't matter how strong my physical world was, it wouldn't have ended like it did. So I want the bond first, and the reality second. Something like that. Just be mindful of that, please. Like I said, I already gave you the comparative view of what it is to be a strong water side. Hi, I'm a triple Scorpio. What it is to put your emotions forward before you develop anything else. So please be cautious of that too. Okay? You know what it's like to build in the cup first and the reality second. There's just as much danger. Okay? Of investing from an emotional space before anything else. You can still get hurt. So, I respect your process of celibacy. I respect your process of wanting something bigger. I saw it back here. I saw you. I can make it bigger next time. Better next time. I know you can. I believe you. I don't argue with you at all. I know you can. That's one of your superpowers. I don't doubt your conviction whatsoever. You want the spiritual bond. You want the emotional bond first. Do not lean so heavily on your real world to tell you what's going on. Okay? To dictate your spirituality, your emotions. I understand. I respect that. Just please know that if you're going to bond with somebody on that level, they need to reflect where you are energetically. Okay? Trust the process. Trust your intuition. You seem to be doing a pretty good job of that. I see you doing a lot of cleaning up and damage control. And there's this insistence in you, I have to move forward, and I will. And I like that. Bravo. Good spirit to have. The Emperor. Six of Swords. Twice. You can't really screw that up. Standing in your power, insisting on that you move forward by hook or by crook, you're going to do it. And I agree with you. You know, that's, again, the energy of yours. Look at that. Moving on, moving forward. Moving on, moving forward. I say so. I say so. So Capricorn speaketh, so shall it be. Very good. I want to see if I can pick up more on this energy. I don't know if you're bypassing this person altogether. I'm not convinced of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you recognize the physical attraction, you recognize the beauty of this person's energy and the intensity of it, but that's not what you're focusing on. You're putting the bond first. And it's kind of like, if I can't spiritually bond with you, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter how attracted I am to you. It doesn't matter, does it?
Right.
I know what that's about. Next time I invest in someone, it needs to be coming from a stronger place of conviction and not just, I have a really good empire.
Exactly.
Or I have a strong foundation or whatever.
All that.
Okay, let's see if we can get some. Where are we on time? Really? What? No way. Huh.
I'll do a sag for you.
Okay.
For us, rather. So that's not people.
Show me this, please. I want to know a little bit more about this Nine of Pentacles. The Magician, they kind of have some confidence surrounding their energy. Like, I know what's up, I know what to do, I know how to do it. I got the skills, I got the tools, I got the job. Something like that. Something like that.
Rick.
Yes, their sexual energy is based on knowing themselves. They have a lot of confidence in that area too. And it comes from a place of personal conviction. They have experience with the Nine of Pentacles. They're not uncomfortable with their bodies. They're not uncomfortable with their sexual energy. But again, that doesn't seem to be your focus. Again, it's kind of like, I'm not focusing on that. I'm celibate by choice. I'm more interested in developing the spiritual bond. And you're kind of like, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I'm not ready to cross the bridge. You know what I mean? You want it to be correct. The next Two of Cups you have, and it may not necessarily be with this person, but I just know you want it to be correct and you don't want to carry a bunch of pain with you before you enter the physical world. So you're going to continue to, with this person sexually, you're going to continue to move on in this way. I'm not seeing a definitive outcome. We'll check up on you again. This is, again, Intimate Terrors roughly every 3 months. So late December, early January. Oh, around your birth season. Yeah, around your birthday season should be the next round. We'll check up on you, see what's going on. As I was focusing on your timeline, the 5 of Cups for some of you 5 months from now. Okay. The Magician, in terms of being attached to this person, you could have met them 5 months ago, or you will 5 months from now. Ace of Swords, correct. Ace of Swords, correct. This person's energy was either introduced to you possibly 5 months ago or 5 months from now. When will Capricorn see more development in their energy? Some of you, 9 weeks. Some of you, October. Others of you, not till Sagittarius season. Some of you not till next May. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger, honey. These things take time. But if you resonate with this, you already know that. You don't look like you're in a rush. You're telling me you know what to do when you can feel vulnerable again. But right now you're not interested in physical relationship, correct? You want it to come from the heart space or the spiritual space first, of your best intentions and of your best heart. And right now you don't have your best heart to present. You know that. So it's kind of like, I'm happy to develop the bond with you, but I'm not in the space to give you my physical energy. And if that's true, then that's true. Just speak your truth. Okay? If that's where you're at, then that's where you are. That's really it. That's non-negotiable. Yeah, you're focusing on your self-pleasures right now, 9 of Cups. It's like I am my own best company, sexually or otherwise. 9 of Cups, this is very individual pleasure energy. Okay? You seem to be satisfied with where you are personally, and that seems to be the majority of your interest. I'm also seeing that kind of reflection energy of thyself here in September. Okay. Okay. I'm the Fool. Yeah, I know. There's that spiritual energy again. That's just what you're feeling called to right now. That's just what you're feeling called to right now. It's like you don't seem to mind developing a bond with somebody, but you're not there for the physical energy. Not for that. And that's okay. If that's where you are, then that's where you are. Just as long as you learn on the way. That way you know you're making progress, yeah? Slowly, but surely you continue to dedicate forward. This is what I want to know. This. I know I said I don't care, and I don't care. It's just, it's such a radical shift of energy. It's such a radical shift of from having everything to not. It is so bizarre. And sometimes I can see giant gaps like that in tarot. It was something that slowly deteriorated over time, but you didn't notice it because you still felt relatively good about it. And again, it could be with a fellow earth sign. You always had a certain level of confidence in this connection, so you didn't really question it. You didn't really question it. It was that Ten of Cups again. And that was the last time you felt vulnerable. Literally, that was the last time you felt vulnerable. I see. That was the last time you felt vulnerable. Literally, that's you with the vulnerability, as we were discussing. It was with that Ten of Cups that you opened up with. It's like you didn't notice it. You were so comfortable in it. Again, that comfort level was so high, and you were so very pleased. It was like everything was squared away. It was the last time you felt vulnerable. What the hell happened? I mean, I know I said it wasn't important, so I apologize. Conflict, Seven of Cups, Five of Wands.
No.
Okay. There's frustration here.
I do Aquarius too.
I don't know from which side of the fence.
Off.
Sexual frustration, arguments. Somebody, the love energy here wasn't smooth. The love energy here was not smooth at all. There was some frustration tied to the other person. I don't know why. There's a lot of frustration tied to someone else in their love energy that was too soft and undefined, and then sometimes combative and aggressive. Their love energy wasn't clear, and they were frustrated by something. I don't know. But if you do, then if you resonate with this, then you already know. Yeah. Gemini energy. Somebody had a feeling, I don't know how many of this applies to, that there was someone else. I don't know how strong the feeling went. I don't know how far it ran. I don't know how deep the issue was. I don't know. But somebody had the feeling that there was something hovering around somebody's cups, yours or theirs. Some sort of influence. Okay. That's where the frustration came from. It looks like. Somebody was interfering with somebody else's cups. Yours, theirs, the both of you. I don't know. Okay. And what was otherwise somebody, you, had outstanding confidence in the physical space that was created. Okay. But yes, somebody felt like their cups were influenced. I can't say a solid definitive to that, so it varies for each of you what that looks like. But it seems to be enough that it played out the way that it did. And it doesn't matter what the reassurances were, it still ended up the way it did. The arguments, regardless. I don't know. But the accusation's there. But it's fuzzy and I can't see it. But the other person had a feeling, whether or not that feeling was true or not, or based in reality, it was enough to break it. So, that kind of thing. I want to get more specifics on this person. I really did try, Capricorn, but that doesn't seem to be your imperative either. It really doesn't. I keep coming up against that as your personal truth over and over again. The physical part isn't important. I've already done that. The next connection I have needs to be stronger, and I don't want to question the investment at all. In fact, I think I want the spiritual bond first, someone I can speak to without actually opening my mouth, because that keeps coming up. Someone who I can tune into, you know. And then after that, we'll see. Indeed, we will see. This is a horribly impractical oracle deck. Someone sent it to me. It's not that I'm not grateful for it. It actually has really good messages. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using it or humoring it whatsoever. But the person who created, I don't think quite understands how shuffling works. As I was explaining to Virgo and Taurus. Check this out. So while I like the messages, there is no reason on planet Earth why I should be humoring this at all. Watch this. Like I said, if it weren't for the messages in it, I wouldn't humor it at all. Can you shoot me some advice, please, to Capricorn? Otherwise, it's a beautiful oracle. But I don't think a tarot person actually made this. Because if they did, they wouldn't have made it arts. It's, and I know you appreciate this. It's horribly impractical. This is an impractical design. Yes? You agree with me? Yes? I may not be Earth, honey, but I got that part. This is not practical. But I am. I keep trying to be on the lookout for oracle decks that really reflect new love energy, romantic energy, sexual energy, and they're not easy to come by. Obviously, honey, I'm going to have to create one at some point because, you know. Any advice, please? Sacred admirers, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Yes. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way, and so you are doing. I'm preaching to the choir at this point. Wait, don't rush it, allow nature to take its course. Boom. Okay. Those both apply to you perfectly in this reading, without a doubt. Beautiful images on the outside, so just in case any of these images resonate with you, I want you to see them. But here we have the growing. Look inside yourself. You can develop who you are. Okay. You have your own growth inside you that you need to achieve. Yes? And then wait. You don't need to rush into it. So it kind of tells me the shadow of this person lingers, but not so much the shadow as their spiritual energy. It doesn't seem to be rushing outward anytime soon. They could very well be someone who have certain feelings to you, and they come off very strongly in the physical form, and that's where you seem to be the least appealed to at this time. Okay, but I don't think they're a bad person. On the contrary, they actually have a lot of positive, strong aspects, and your energy's kind of like, thank you, but not like that, not right now. This is where I'm at. But I'd like to develop some sort of bond with you, and I don't know how you put that into words, but you know, you let me know as you see fit. Okay, is there anything else here, please? You deserve love. Yes, of course you do. And you already know that. That's why you're trying to prepare yourself. You are calling in your soulmate. There is unrequited love here. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I don't know. But you are calling in your soulmate. Yes, I see that you're doing that multiple times. You deserve love. You already know that. Like I said, you're trying to prepare yourself, but in new ways. And you need to trust yourself in this process. Trust is going to be essential. And you are learning to experience yourself in a new way.
Hey Aqua, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here for your tarot reading. Today we're going to be looking at what is in your destiny. So let's see what is in the stars for you, what's meant to happen.
Information here. This is a person who has regret.
Hello, my beautiful Aquariuses. Welcome to your love forecast horoscope for new love or ex return. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and thank you to my members. I really appreciate all of your support. If you'd like a personal reading, go to my website, jenniferwalker.com, or check out the description box below. Also, my darlings, I have a brand new channel. It's called JWZ Mysteries. All the information is in the description box below. So if you guys are a fan of true unsolved true crime stories, you may want to check out my new channel, as well as I'm going to be doing some stuff on paranormal stuff about ghosts, all those kinds of things. Halloween's coming up, so definitely going to be covering more of those topics. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, you can check out my channel, JWZ Mysteries. All the information is in the description box below. All right, so we're going to talk about new love first. Then we're going to talk about the ex returns. And if you guys like it this way, you want me to continue this way, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. You can do both. Let's jump right in.
Tina, you in here? Lady Shay? Aquarius, I'm doing Aquarius, and I'm doing Scorpio.
All right, so does Aquarius have potential for a new love connection? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. All right, so each one of these questions is going to have a question. Each one of these cards is going to have a question attached to it. So you're going to see what I mean in a minute. So currently, it looks like there is somebody who does want to hold on to you with the Four of Pentacles energy, okay? They want to save you for themselves. That is the greedy card. Okay, they want to be greedy with you, Aquarius, okay? In the current situation here, okay? They want to save you. So they're saving you for themselves. Okay, so does Aquarius have the potential for a new love connection? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Let's get a little bit more information here. This is a person who has regrets in the current here. They had this loss, this stress about holding on to you for a Pentacles energy. Does Aquarius have potential for a new love connection? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Yeah, this person does think about you very deeply. You may have felt that there was...
I'm asking y'all if y'all in here. Y'all asked me to do these, to present these readings, and y'all not saying them. Are you here or what?
Spiritual connection, or they may feel that this is spiritual connection here. Okay, let's get more information. All right, next question. What's your blockages? Family for some of you guys, money and finance, concerns about the long term, lack of hope, feeling trapped or isolated. Okay. Let's see. Why haven't you been able to move forward from this? Shock and surprise, an infringing party, lack of balance. So the universe caused some big changes in your life. You're ready for some kind of breakthrough, but it does involve other people, right? This breakthrough, this interesting situation that went down. And now you're kind of all out of balance here because of an infringing party or a lot of self-doubt. So let's go forward here. So the next question is, what are you not seeing about your situation in your romantic love life? We got the Five of Swords. You're not seeing that somebody's obsessed, okay? Mm-hmm. You're not seeing this person who feels defeated about you. Well. And you're also not seeing that there's someone who is there that wants to be there for you, okay? So let's keep going. Move this down here a little bit. So going to the next card. How do you remove the blockages? You're going to have to fight for your position here. And you could get some help from others. And just be patient here with yourself. So some of you guys are in a situation where there are other people criticizing your choices, okay? And You really just need to fight for what you want and give it some time because there is someone here. Okay, let's keep going. So how do you remove the blockages? Okay, we got that one. Where should your focus be now? 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, okay. Spending time with friends. Being single and available to pursue. Having a sense of independence. Definitely for you guys who are dealing with a situation where you have people that are infringing upon your opinions of what you want. Definitely a sense of independence is needed here. Instead of having an obligation to what other people want with the Friends card energy. Okay, so going further here, and also the Friends card can represent focusing on your joy, committed to joy, hanging out, socializing, all right, having a sense of independence, okay, 9 of Pentacles energy. Focus on self, 9 of Pentacles energy. The best way to bring someone new into your life, and I'm sure all of you guys can attest to this in the comments. What happens? You're living your life, right? You're doing your thing. You're going out. You're doing the stuff that you love to do. And then all of a sudden, the person just shows up. It happens all the time. Okay. So the problem is a lot of times we don't realize. It's kind of the same thing as a runner and a chaser, right? I know I posted something on that in the community tab recently. But it's kind of like, think about yourself as energy, okay? Just think about everything as energy. If you are trying to be too focused on a certain energy, right, you're pushing it away. Think about a magnet, and you're pushing that away. But once you stop trying to pull that towards you, it just comes to you, okay? So it's kind of like, if you think about it like this, we have the thing in the universe where, right, it's a give and take, okay, like an effect. So the effect is basically when you're attracted to someone or you like something, we'll just say you like something, if you keep trying to go for that thing that you like, the opposite will happen eventually and you'll get something you don't like, okay? So, and it's also the same thing with something you don't like. You're trying to push it away, and it's going to go the other way. It's going to come towards you. So just be aware of that, okay? So that's just the law of the universe there. Okay, so let's go to the next question here. What are the next best steps? So Knight of Swords talks about actions, listening to your intuition. And I also feel like this card could talk about socializing, having conversations, talking with people, okay? So it's saying have a conversation, listen to your intuition, pay attention to that. And if you feel that your intuition is telling you something about this situation, take an action. Knight of Swords energy. Okay, so let's bring this all together. You know, I like to have a bigger picture here. There's a lot of deep, heavy soul searching going on here and a hopeful energy to bring things into balance. There is somebody who is obsessed and wants to invest time. This could be a friend and you may know about it already. So we see, I have regrets about this trapped energy, the sense of isolation, this infringing party, the self-doubt, being single and available to pursue. And we see a person who wants to be there and is committed to having a conversation, or you have multiple people here. So going further, I want to hold on to you when it comes to family. Some shock and surprise have caused defeated energy because needing to defend your position and having a sense of independence in your actions. I feel that's pretty clear, right? So is there potential for you guys? Okay, so we see 5 of Cups. We see the Knight of Cups. Oh God, you guys have a lot of options. You guys got a lot of options coming in, okay? 7 of Cups energy is coming out. So you had some loss, you have some regrets about what happened in the past, but there is somebody in particular, this Knight of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but you also have other choices too with the 7 of Cups energy. So, and it looks like there is somebody from the past also, somebody you've dealt with before that's coming in as well. This person has regrets And so they're going to come forward here. They want to heal the connection, or they're trying to give you some kind of good advice, or somebody's giving you some good advice. You're getting some kind of spiritual signs, or some of you guys may have already had some spiritual messages here, but very soon you're going to have to make a decision, and you're going to be a little bit confused about what to do. So you got some choices coming in, okay, in the next few months for sure. So let's get some advice, you guys. Okay, so can I have some advice to my Aquariuses? Can I have some advice to my Aquariuses when it comes to their potential new love connection for the highest, best good for the best possible outcome for them? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Okay, so Spirit is saying you're here for a reason. And what I feel like when it's saying, because I feel like some of you guys are letting other people influence who you're going to be with here. So it's saying to you that you have these soulmates for a reason. So we see, don't let pride get in the way. Let go of the ego here. And I feel like it's not that your ego. I feel it's other people's, because it's saying never judge another, right? There's a lot of judgment calls being made here in your romantic love life. You have to live your bliss. You have to glow up yourself here. And I feel that there is a want to help. Okay, there's a lot of people who want to help, but you have to follow your golden rule. Okay, because you understand your own body, your own person, and what you want. So you're going to have to set your intentions, set your ground rules here. It's okay for others to inspire you, okay, but it is your life, okay? You can ask for guidance, but be patient here. Patient is a virtue. And forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. Your beliefs are right for you. So you have to remember, yes, people's advice are great, but at the end of the day, you got to live your life, okay? Okay, so let's now move into your ex, okay? And guys, if you like it this way, you want me to continue this way, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. All right, so is Aquarius's ex-love interest, the one they're here for, the one they want to know about, is Aquarius's ex-love interest returning? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Oh, wow. So they do have thoughts of your beauty, your attraction, your sexy. So that's good. They're definitely thinking about you in it's a very nice way, actually. They see you as this, they do see your glow up here. Interesting. They do feel that you're selective too. You're very selective about what you want, who you want to be with, you know, and they also have a realization, guys, that you have the ability to attract whoever you want in your life too, because they know that you're in your power. You have a glow about you, whether you know it or not, Aquarius. Okay. You are very sexy and very attractive. Whether male or female, we're talking about here, okay? So your person's thinking about you and about your sexiness and about the fact that you have a lot of people that could potentially be with you. Okay, so is Aquarius's ex, the one they're here for, the one they want to know about, love interest, are they going to return? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Definitely they're thinking about giving you a text message, letter, document. So if you guys are out of communication, this person's definitely thinking about reaching out and contacting you. Okay. It is Aquarius's love interest. The one here for the ex-love interest. The one here for the one I know about is Aquarius's ex-love interest. Going to return. Show my cards I need to see. Show my cards I need to see. They may do this very abruptly too. You know, the concern for them is they keep thinking about the fact that you're the sexy, attractive energy, and that, you know, it's only going to be a matter of time before someone scoops you up. So they kind of just want to make an abrupt decision. They want to cut away these unhealthy things from the past, or they may make an abrupt decision to send you out some kind of text message, letter, or document. Okay, so how do they feel about you? They look at you as somebody they want something long-term with, right? They do want to offer you something here, possibly even want to marry you with a Four of Wands energy, but they do see that there's a solid foundation, or they want to build this foundation with you. Yeah. Now this is like the bouquet card energy, and it's also similar to, again, the Queen of Wands. So they do want to, they may even want to gift you some kind of gift. They want to give you a gift. They see you as someone who is valuable to them. Like literally on the table, you have all these jewels. They may even give you some jewelry here, okay? They are feeling like you have value to them. This person wants to heal the connection, okay? So the third question is, what's the resistance then, considering all that? Okay, so there's a potential opportunity, a passion, and also, so someone wants to explore some kind of passionate situation and be single and available to pursue. Okay. So that's the resistance. 4, what does the person want from you to make the connection work? They want feelings. They want you to know that you've missed an opportunity. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the next question is here. What do you need to do to improve this romance? Okay, this person lacks hope, so they need to know that there's a possible positive outcome because there's concerns about some kind of infringing party, friends, family, okay, or another person. They want some kind of good news, or they want to know there's some kind of potential for stability and stableness here, okay? So going down to the next question here, what actions are they going to take? Their actions are thinking about you. And the falsities and not telling you about it. And oh my God, they just keep thinking about you. Okay. They keep feeling like there's some kind of fickle energy, some deceptions, like they don't want to be honest with you. Or this can also be, when I see cats, I always think about passion. So, okay. They're thinking about you in a passionate way. They keep thinking about you though. That's their actions. They're going to be thinking and planning. Okay. So how are you going to feel about it if they do return? Or what are you going to think? What's the situation going to be? So we have some stuff going on with family and a positive turn of events because there's a person who's taken a leadership role, saying what they need to say, trying to be logical about the situation, speaking the truth. And is this person thinking about someone else? Okay. I would say that this person is trying to be romantic, all right? Has thoughts and plans here of some kind of text message, letter, or document. I feel it's more your energy that they're thinking about. Okay, so are you going to be happy when they return? Let's see. So it's definitely hopeful. You're going to feel very hopeful of a positive outcome. And yeah, there's going to be like a sense that now it's long-term. This is it. And you know what? I want to invest time in this connection.
Next up after this will be Scorpio by my brother from another mother, Zane, Intuitive.
See how things play out. I want to be patient here and let things grow. That's really good. So the next question is, should you move on? Okay. Well, Spirit is saying you should move on if you feel this isn't what you want. Okay, 9 of Cups is coming out. And We see the pleasure-seeking card, or a sense of happiness and pleasure. And the alignment for you could happen soon, for the timing to be right for you guys to get something that you really want, okay? Or fulfill your desires here if you wanted to move on. So and of course, you guys can do what you like. This is only here as guidance, okay? So we see, I'm gonna say it very clear cut for you guys now, okay? And then we're gonna talk about, are they going to return in the next few months? Okay, so first let's look at the overall here. Aquarius, I want to cut away the unhealthy things from the past. I don't want to make any abrupt decisions because I want to heal this situation. I want to be single and available to pursue, or I need this isolation. I realize that I have feelings for you. I'm hopeful of a positive outcome, and I can't stop thinking about you. I want to resolve this family conflict here with a text message, letter, a document, paperwork, and I want to commit to you when the timing is right. Wow, okay, this person's serious about some marriage. Okay. Okay. I want to give to you a text message, letter, a document. I feel like they want to give you a letter and a gift. I want to be with you. There's this infringing party and some deceptions, and I want to receive something of value here for a turn of events. I'm trying to gain knowledge so I can stay hopeful, but there's concerns about pleasure seeking or some kind of good times. Okay. Okay. Yes, you're very sexy and attractive, and I can see a happy home, a marriage here. There's a potential passionate situation here, and I just can't accept this situation. I want something stable here, and I keep thinking about speaking my truth and playing politics to have these romantic gestures with you. I just want to invest time in this connection because you fulfill my desires. Okay, so are they going to return in the next few months?
Play. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of October 3rd. Now, do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and get a shuffle in here for you, Scorpio. All right, that's a weird shuffle. I'm going to get one more in here. I am using the, here we go. I am using the Tarot Muka, as well as the Ethereal Visions Tarot and the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's get the cards out here. Two things are going well for you. Make sure we're all set up and in view. And then we'll get right into it. Hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. All right. Take a couple of these. And I was feeling guided to take 4 of those Oracle cards for you. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the 5 of Wands. So 5 Wands can talk about conflict. Some of you here may be going through, if I'm looking here, probably a personal conflict, probably an internal conflict, more likely to be an internal conflict here. I'm just trying to look at the cards to see how this is sort of maybe resonating, but you can see that they're sparring here on the card. This can say that maybe some of you are also looking to sort of like go through some sort of like short-term struggle to get a long-term benefit, or to get a long-term play, like outcome type of situation, or a long-term reward. You know, sometimes we have to sacrifice something in the short term to really see those big gains in our life come forward. And, you know, I'm kind of thinking along the lines of like exercise or eating healthy, right? Like, you can fall in love with exercise, but exercise is also something that you really have to be disciplined on. And the same is true with like healthy eating, right? But short-term sacrifice can bring about like long-term gains of like a healthy body, a longer life, so forth and so on, right? And so I think some of you are maybe also looking at that as well, that type of energy here. You have this, let's just dive in. So in the overall situation here, you have this death card. So this card's important because it informs the rest of the cards. And the death card is about some type of transformation in one's life. Actually, this is the Scorpio card. Okay. And so this is why I'm kind of torn, where, this conflict for some of you will be very internal. Okay. This will be like you feeling conflicted, you feeling like, maybe even being very hard on yourself. Some of you right now are being very hard on yourself. I will say that as well. There's a little bit of an energy that feels off here. I don't mean that in a like a spooky, scary way. I mean that in like I think some of you are going through it right now, and I don't think the world knows. I don't think the world knows that you're going through it. Okay. I think that this is some of you here going through it when you're alone, or when you have time to yourself. I think that there have been relationship changes in the past for some of you, and maybe some of you are processing this. It can take a very long time to process relationship changes. And, there's no like golden rule for how long it takes to get over somebody or to process something, even if if you left somebody or they left you. There's no like golden rule on like, oh, okay, X amount of days, then I'm going to download Hinge and I'm going to start swiping and whatever. Like, there's no like rule on when you should find the next person, or even if you should find the next person, or how long, it will take for some of you. And so I think on one hand, one storyline I'm getting here is like some of you are doing short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. In the vein of like maybe something connected to exercise or healthy eating or like a personal development type thing. And then for others of you here, there's been a change in relationships, and some of you are really like internalizing something. In the past, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Hierophant here. So yeah, I mean, listen, you might even have been married to this person. You have this Two of Cups Hierophant card. Two of Cups, my favorite romance card in the tarot. The Hierophant is a major energy of marriage. This is a traditional union here that may have happened between you and, your person here in the past. The thing is, between these two cards, you have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles signifies change. Okay. And you can see, they're kind of juggling the pentacles in the air. This may indicate a change in your money situation, but this can just speak to change generally, especially because of the fact that this is around or in between the Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Some of you may have also gone through job changes here. The reason being is the Hierophant can refer to your organization, specifically if you work in big business, like you work at a firm, okay, or like a bigger business. Maybe you work for like a Fortune 500 company, maybe one of the tech companies, the FANG stocks. Maybe you work at one of those companies or something like that. And there have been organizational changes. I would say there's maybe been an organizational reorg here, because Two of Cups can indicate like partnerships in business. And for some of you, this has also been going on here. Again, anything that's happening now is, while obviously it's challenging to go through changes, this seems to be short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. In the current situation, you have the Five of Cups, you have the Death card, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles showing up here. All right, so the Five of Cups, the thing is, some of you are really, really, really internalizing this change here. Okay, again, you are the Death card, and that's, look, some people are like, wow, like Zane, why are you calling Scorpio the Death card? It's actually a good card, and it's actually a good thing. The Death card it's certainly not bad to be associated with the Death card. It simply means that you have an extreme power about you. Okay, you have an ability, you have a power to transform. That's what the Death card is about. And That's what it means in a tarot context. That's also themes that show up in the astrological concept as well, of the concept of Scorpio, or the concept of death, rebirth type of energy as well. And so for some of you here, this is with the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, look at this person, right? They're chiseled, okay? They're strong, they're powerful, they're muscular. This is symbolism for them having a lot of power, but also working very hard, not just on their body, but also working hard on their projects. As you see that they are wrapping up their latest creation, there are other projects here hanging up on the tree above them and all around them. They produce high volume of work. Okay, they have a powerful work ethic. Okay, they have a powerful sort of gravity to work and the work that they do in their life. And so some of you here are like head down, focused, making short-term sacrifices by working and throwing yourself into work, and not really worried about all of the other stuff that's going around you. Now, at the same time, I think that you are internalizing something here. I think that some of you are being very hard on yourself here. The Five of Cups is disappointments. Okay, this person is kind of looking at the cups that are spilled, when in reality there are 2 cups available to them that are still full, that are still upright. And you know, this person right now can't see it, but there is happiness on the horizon for them. And so for some of you here with the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Death card, you're internalizing whatever change happened here. Okay, whatever change happened here is something that some of you are really kind of maybe working through right now, struggling. I think some of you are looking to really get your mind off of this by doing work. Many people grieve or process grief in that way by doing work. And I'm not here to say that that's right or wrong. And you know, you have to do what feels right for you in your scenario, in your situation. It is possible that some of you are grieving, but I don't think it's the loss of life. Okay, I think that what you're grieving is the end of a connection, or some of you are grieving the end of a job, or a change in job as well. Towards the future here, in the future, you have the Moon, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Three of Wands. I like this for you, okay? So the Moon, in this case, I think is just saying that, listen, Scorpio, you won't have all the answers right now. That's the truth. Like, are you overthinking? And are you being overly critical? The Moon is a bit of for me, I'm using this definition of like mystery with the Moon. Very, I'm getting like High Priestess vibes here, even though it's not the High Priestess. This is something mysterious. This is something that for whatever reason right now, you can't have the answer to. Listen, I'm a tarot reader, right? Like, I've been using tarot for a while now. If I could have the answer to everything, what would I be, you know, like, I'd have all the answers solved. I'd have everything solved. Like, we can't always know the answer all the time. Even if you mess around with tarot cards, you watch tarot readings, or you have a pendulum, or you have your own tarot deck, or what you do astrology, or whatever it is, like, or you meditate deeply. You can't know everything. It's literally not the purpose of having a human experience. And so detach from needing to know. This is a deep reading for you, Scorpio, because you are a deep sign. And so detach from the need to know everything at this time. I think as you do that, you're bringing about something really nice. You have this Three of Wands, which is somebody who has a real sense of adventure. Okay, they're realizing that the entire ocean is in front of them. They're getting fired up about what is in front of them. And, you know, this is a very, very exciting card. It's a positive card. You have this here with the Queen of Pentacles. This person, the Queen of Pentacles, that is practical. They're hardworking. They're disciplined. They're determined. And they're also very smart with their money, with budgeting, with planning, with preparing for the future. And most importantly, as I've stated, they are practical in their approach. And I do think that some of you are getting back to basics here. I think some of you are grounded, rooted in earth at this time with the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. And I think detaching from the need to know everything is going to be very helpful. Let's go and take a look at these oracle cards here. So yes, I was been guided to take 4 of these for many signs this week for whatever reason. I normally only take 3, but okay. So you have, wow, so you have Broken Arrow, Embrace the Energy of Peace, Eagle, See from a Higher Perspective, Traveler, Move in a New Direction, and Release the Autumn, Release the Old and Rest. I'm kind of tripping out here because I shuffled these very well, and literally there was a sign that literally had these 3 cards. They didn't have Autumn, but they had Broken Arrow, Eagle, and Traveler. Man, I can't remember which one it is, but the exact 3 cards. It's wild. It might have been Libra. It might have been Libra. Anyway, okay, so some of you here are reassessing, reevaluating. With Eagle, you're protecting your energy, but you're also reassessing, reevaluating your situation, your scenario here. The Eagle card. Traveler, with Autumn, Move in a New Direction. This is you putting in this work here with the 8 of Pentacles. I feel that this is a very important card, mainly